Yeah, when I'm looking for places, I usually start searching for stuff. I start looking for details that I can be interested into, and most of my process is about like finding the right place, waiting for the right time to start working, and interacting with all the natural influences that there are with the place, the wind, the humidity, air pressure. They play a big role in what I'm doing, especially for this series. The locations where I'm working and the context of the location itself is really important for my works, and I'm very interested in the potential of places themselves. Like, I really like to imagine the story of this place, for example, before it's even finished, and I'm really interested in seeing how the location can add potential to my work as well, how it can add meaning to the overall finished work that I will be doing. Politics and the aesthetic of politics always played a big role in my work and in my inspiration. I'm very interested in public space that is a political space by definition. And I really like to study how humans' behavior frame spaces and environment, and how these spaces then influence humans' behaviors again. Silence Shapes started 10 years ago, and since then it evolved a lot in various projects. I started working on it on the mountains in northern Italy, which is an area that is very related to conflict. And then I kept traveling and working and received invitations to work in other places that are always related to conflict, sometimes armed conflict like in Colombia, sometimes inner conflict like religious places. And I've been working in churches, abandoned places, indigenous sacred lands in South America. And I'm very interested in, as I said before, in the potential of abandoned places and places who are being redesigned, like this one, for example. I'm not particularly interested into photography, but I really need a tool to document the acts, and I really need like a tool to record reality and give reference to all the places where I've been. I'm also using video and 3D scanning for the same purpose, but for this specific series I'm using photography because it's the most effective tool to freeze a scene and give shape to silence as I intended. So yeah, when I started a long time ago, when I was a kid painting graffiti, I was much more interested into like action rather than research. And not much of those days remain in what I do right now, but it for sure helped me in putting my attention on public space. And what remains of those days is the fact of being very independent and sometimes not even waiting for invitation or support to do projects. Sometimes the academic world has a very dry approach and a very rational approach to things, while creation is completely different sometimes. So I really like this spontaneity that I keep carrying with myself. Working inside Caleido, this big building site, for me is really, really inspiring because as I said before, I'm interested in the potential of spaces, and seeing such a big place being built is super inspiring. Like, you see all these other towers around already built and they are kind of dry already. Like, building places are much more engaging to me.